to the original Lichtenburg racetrack that was here. JJ Brits, oh, getting that corner wrong as he came past the Millie Fields, and just realizing that as he came in there, he didn't want to go through the thick mud, tried to avoid it, but then stalled the Husqvarna. Happy button on the Husqvarna is so nice on the off-road. Just push that button and go. Don't have to worry about kickstarting. That helps out a lot. So for Shear, up into second place. I think he's sitting about third or fourth overall on track as well. Not a bad run there from him. Eugene Stein also making up some ground. And Stein now up into the top 10 for OR1. He comes down to this tricky little corner. You see the guys running high and wide, trying to avoid the mud on the inside. It's not a bad plan. Andre Brinkman also starting to make his way up for a top finish in the quads. The quads won't be worried about the mud. There you go. See, slightly different way of riding when it comes to riding a quad. When you've got four wheels and a little bit of extra traction, you can go through the mud relatively easily. You don't have to try and avoid it. Nice to see the support on the sideline there from some of the local community too, coming out to enjoy themselves as Jacques Meyer comes through the river crossing. Keeping it really nice and smooth there as Meyer. He goes inside. Looks like he's not too worried about mud. And he's stayed pretty clean actually, so not a bad ride there from him. Steinman. That was quick. No, a little bit too quick, I think. Might have actually caught himself out there ever so slightly. Very lucky that that front wheel didn't wash out through the river. And now down through the Millie Fields and down the gearbox. And he go high and wide. You can see there is an example of those 3 Dayglow stickers as you come in, and Dayglow stickers on the outside as well, warning the riders of the barbed wire fence. The marking is done very well here by Flip and his team. Buitendach, a bit further back. And it looks like he's going to be looking for a chance now to possibly get himself up into a top 5. But right now, a little bit of work to do still. Nicky Buertas also working hard. And at this stage, we'll wait and see how he finishes up by the time that checkered flag comes out. But not a bad ride there. And oh no, you don't want to be heading that way. Do not enter the barbed wire. That's not what you want to be hitting on a motorcycle. That'll cost you big time. Thank you very much there. 206 coming through there. That was great to see. A little bit of a shine out there for, of course, and a shout out for our cameramen who are working hard on the sidelines. Carl Steinman getting in amongst those quads now, and there you go, quad moving over, realizing that the two-wheeler probably could get through that section a bit easier, and there, almost instantaneously, a thank you from the rider as well. That's nice to see. They share the track, they race on the same track at the same time, so there's a little bit of respect being given there by the quicker riders on the slower guys, and then the slower guys moving out of the way as well to allow those quicker riders to come through as well. Delport has looked good all day. Can he keep it all together now for a possible top 3 in the senior bikes? I think Jaco, I'm not quite sure if he's going to be able to catch Lawrence Erasmus, but he's certainly going to try hard to stay in the top 3. Some of the junior quads and motorcycle riders now making their way to take the checkered flag and finish up their day's racing. They've had a good day. They do a lot less laps than, of course, the big senior guys do. But it looks like they're all happy about it. That is for sure. And a couple of riders making their way now and just going to tick their names off and ensure that they've got their times in. Don't want to be time barred after working so hard out on the circuit all day long. It's been a good day's racing so far, so they are very happy and instantaneously getting a reward. Almost like the cycle events that we go on. As you come across the line, your medal is handed to you for participating in the event. That's always a nice thing to get. You know you've worked hard, and that's one way to get it. And a high five from the supporters is always good too. Oh, peek off on this man. Looks like he went a little bit out of shape there for the 169. So Krobler just making a small mistake, and hopefully we'll be okay. Great ride from those riders as they come across the line. There's the official results though. OR1 going to Reino Bierkes. He beats out John Kelly and Gert Davis, Manus Kotze, and then it's AJ Stein, Van Vuren, and Eugene Stein, your top 7 in OR1. In OR2s, a nice competitive field of the 250s. JP de Villiers taking the win over Francois de Greef. And it was JJ Brits, Aiden Frith, stepping up from quads onto two-wheelers, and Louis Blom beating out Michael Johnson. In the OR3 class, and overall win, I think, on the day also went to Peter Karam. Good run from him, beating out Gias Verschier and Christian Steinman. It's Andre Barwise and then Ruben Roux and Tebe coming through there for 6th place. Unfortunately with a little bit of DNF, but he's still classified as 6th. There you go, junior senior bikes. It's Theo Barwise who wins out over Manus Kraft and Manus Haps, JP van Rooyen. And in the senior bikes, Loris Erasmus beating out Jacob Delport and Benny Lopesha for the times in the Lichtenburg 200. Finally, in the junior bikes, it's Edouard Dreyer who beats out Franco Ferri, CP Cornier, and Niels Janssen van Vuren beating out the S23 of Skalk Venter. In the quads, MC Struble taking the win there for the juniors ahead of Kayla Scholz, her first time up and stepping up from juniors. Great ride from her and a bit of assistance there on the outline. And Gideon Jacobs wins out the quads overall, beating out Hendrey Brinkman, Gideon Reinecker, Marty Bachfischer, and then it was Franco Pretorius, William Wilson, and Johan Bronkhorst. From the results on the quads, we head down into pit lane to catch up with an incredible ride in 15th place there for Giorgio Janssen van Rensburg.
Yeah, competing at the Lichtenburg 200 was a fun race. Unfortunately, I broke on the first lap. I'm driving the Yamaha 660 Z505. But yeah, it was a fun race. Unfortunately, I couldn't finish.
We'll see you after the break here for some more action from the Lichtenburg 200.